boom goes grrrr, pop, 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 pop. Skitty kid pop, pop, and the poop poop grrrr, boom.
Welcome to another live Monday night episode with Florida Gun Supply. This is Andy with Florida Gun Supply, and my message is to get armed, get trained, and carry daily. Episode 29 starts right now.
I don't own a gun shop. I lead a movement.
Andy Hallinan.
Andrew Hallinan, the owner of that Florida Gun Supply store.
It's not just about guns for us. It's about life and liberty.
The solution to violent crime is for good guys like you and I to unite, to get armed, get trained, and carry daily.
This guy's educated. He's an educated guy. He's speaking the truth. Took so much weight off my shoulders.
We're the kind of patriots you've always wanted to be. Join us.
Welcome to another Monday Night Live episode. I'm your host, Andy Hallinan with Florida Gun Supply in downtown Inverness. We have a live broadcast every Monday night to help support the Second Amendment and join forces with other like-minded American patriots like you at home. This is your opportunity to engage, interact, ask questions, and share. If you're excited about being here, hit the thumbs up button right now because we are so excited. Charles Christian says, Andy's running late as always. John Price says, Andy, you sell those fish. And we have a couple of giveaways already. Peter Hua, H-U-A, Peter H-U-A, I believe he's on YouTube right now. Thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for joining us on time. You get a sticker courtesy of Florida Gun Supply for being one of the first viewers, as well as Jimmy Erickson. You have also won a free sticker courtesy of Florida Gun Supply. And if you win something tonight, make sure you you send an email to Carissa at Florida Gun Supply with your local address, so we can send you your free product. Carl Lee Graham, good to see you. Bob Phibbs, good to see you. Jimmy Day and John Price as usual. Kevin Brown, always good to see you. Kevin says, we need an alliance to band together as a Christian nation and protect what's ours. Luke Caldwell from Seminole and Brian Sharp is here tonight. We are so excited about our Monday night video. We have quite a few things to go over tonight. And there's some really good news in the Second Amendment industry. Jacob Novotny sent me a message earlier tonight. I don't know if I don't see him online right now, but sent me an email earlier tonight. Hey, Laura, good to see you. And Michelle, good to see you. Shara Welch from South Carolina, pleased to see you guys. Jacob Novotny sent me an email saying, it was a link to the NRA's website, and the headline was, U.S. House of Representatives to vote on H.R. 38, the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act, next week. That's right, guys. The U.S. House of Representatives is going to vote on passing H.R. 38, the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act, next week. Hit the thumbs up button for that right now. This is so exciting. This is the most wonderful news I have heard all week. I am very, very excited about this because what the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Bill is, what H.R. 38 is a bill attempting to create a federal law that allows interstate travel with your concealed carry permits. In other words, with your driver's license, right? If you get licensed in New Jersey, Massachusetts, California, New York, or other states that you are from, you are able to drive in all 50 states. It's just common sense that if Massachusetts or New Jersey or South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, if they give you driving privileges in their state, you should be able to drive in all 50 states. Well, why shouldn't we have that in the concealed carry world? Why should we not have that reciprocity? I don't think I know of a good reason why not, as long as the individual is respecting the particular state's mandated laws. For instance, in Florida, you may open carry while hunting, fishing, camping, traveling to or from a shooting range. It is not a crime in the state of Florida to walk into a private business that has a sign on the door that says no firearms, as long as that sign is not on the door of a location that's already illegal by law. Now, Ohio, for instance, where the Novotny brothers are from, they don't have the same laws. If you walk into a building that has a no firearms sign on it, you're actually committing a crime. As long as individuals know the laws and they give the laws to each individual state and they respect the authority of each individual state, I don't see any reason why we cannot allow a concealed carry reciprocity law. I want you guys to support HR 238. Sorry, HR 38 rather. The NRA has a really great article on their website which talks more about how to get involved. Be looking for me to post something on the Florida Gun Supply page that will allow you to automatically email your state senators using one particular form. If you're excited about HR 38, hit the thumbs up button right now, because I sure as heck am. As long as we keep guns out of the wrong hands. Now, a little information about how a bill becomes a law. First of all, the bill is created. Okay, members of the House or the Senate, they draft or they sponsor and introduce bills for consideration of the Congress. The House clerk assigns a legislative number, in this case, HR, House of Representatives 38, and then it goes into committee action. Now, usually a committee is assigned to study the bill according to its matter, its subject matter, and often the committee will refer the bill to other subcommittees. Now, eventually, they either mark the bill up or they set the bill aside. Hopefully, this will not be happening in this. Next is the floor action. The bills return to the House or the Senate for further debate and approval. Then we go to a vote, which is what is happening next week. Now, once the House and Senate members vote on their respective versions of the new bill, conference committees are created, and the bill must be approved by both the House of Representatives and the Senate. So it must be approved by both of them. And when the Senate amends and agrees to it, so on and so forth, it goes up to presidential action. And presidential action is then able to veto the bill, or they're able to allow the bill to go through, and the law is created. So this is important to kind of know about when we're, we still are a few steps away. However, a vote is a really great first step so that we can prevent violent crime from happening. Take a look at what happens in Brazil when the thieves are the only ones with the guns. They come across a cop, and take a look what happens. You take a look. We're going to replay that again. We're going to replay that again here. So this police officer is stopped by a bad guy, and here's the bad guy number one with the pistol, and bad guy number two comes out of nowhere and jumps on the bike. Now you can see the cop. Watch what the cop is doing. He's struggling. He's reaching. Finally, he's able to pull his gun and engage. Now this is an off-duty Brazilian cop, and you can see what happens. Now he's wearing a big jumpsuit. He's wearing his motorcycle gear. And you're seeing all of this happen and all of this occur with him not being able to draw his gun. What a pain in the butt. He was able to interact and engage, and unfortunately, his motorcycle was taken. Definitely not something that we want to have happen here. Now, we're big on motorcycles at Florida Gun Supply. In fact, we led the nation's first ever open carry motorcycle ride in the nation's history, and I am so excited to tell you about what's next. Take a look.
The media wouldn't cover it. The so-called Second Amendment group Florida Carry refused to share it. Naysayers said don't do it. But on the 4th of July, we successfully ran the first ever open carry motorcycle ride in American history. We didn't have to shut down highways or use violence to get our message across. We used good old-fashioned unity, integrity, and patriotism to show the world we care about our country. This is all part of our Second Amendment movement designed to help inspire Americans to action. I'm Andy with Florida Gun Supply, and my message is to get armed, get trained, carry daily, and long live the Republic. Join us.
Heather Lynn, George, good to see you as well. Alana De Paulo from Maine Rod Fishing. What is it? Alan, what did I say? Alan De Paulo, not Alana. Rod Fishing Rod Kruger and Don Damron from Indiana. Listen, you guys have all won stickers courtesy of Florida Gun Supply. Please send an email to Carissa at Florida Gun Supply with your address, and we can ship out your free sticker to you. The reason that you three have won new stickers is because, number one, we don't recognize your names. It looks like you're new around these parts. And number two, being from Maine, Oklahoma, and Indiana, we are proud to have you here. If you're excited about our giveaways and what we do here at Florida Gun Supply, hit the thumbs up button right now. Now, I have to tell you about something else that we're doing at Florida Gun Supply. I cannot wait to share. I'm going to play this one more time.
The media wouldn't cover it. The so-called Second Amendment group Florida Carry refused to share it. Naysayers said don't do it. But on the 4th of July, we successfully ran the first ever open carry motorcycle ride in American history. We didn't have to shut down highways or use violence to get our message.
The first ever open carry motorcycle ride in American history, thanks to Florida Gun Supply. And now we're teaming up with the Hills annual motorcycle run for the Florida Special Olympics. If you're excited about that, hit the thumbs up button right now. This AR-15 is going to be given away to one lucky winner. All of the proceeds are donated to the Florida Special Olympics of Hernando and Citrus County, and the tickets are $10 a piece plus or 3 for $25 to win this Ruger AR-556. It has flip-up front sight, flip-up rear sight right here. It's got the Magpul PMag. It is the Ruger 556, a very, very capable firearm, and it is given away courtesy of Florida Gun Supply, supporting the Florida Special Olympics. They are going in halvesies on this gun. We're paying the other half for this gun, but we're coordinating the whole giveaway and the background check for whoever wins so that we can support the Florida Special Olympics. If you think that that's great, hit the thumbs up button right now. Kevin from upstate New York says hi. Bill says awesome cause. And Jimmy Day says, I need a big sticker from Cody. Get this, guys. One of our supporters, Jimmy Day, has a 14-year-old son, and he just bought a monster truck for him, like this big old truck that he's going to be fixing up and everything. And, of course, we're going to donate to the cause. Jimmy, send Carissa an email with your address, and we will get this out to your son. I'm very, very excited. Brandon Pennington, good to see you live here on the Florida Gun Supply Show. Guys, I am here to talk to you a little bit more about this ride. I definitely want you guys to be there on this December 16th. Please, please, please attend. Come down to Florida Gun Supply for all the details, or you can go on Facebook and look up the Hill Annual Motorcycle Run for the Florida Special Olympics, and you guys can take a look at that there. Now, over the years of training, Florida Gun Supply has trained well over 30,000 people in lawful self-defense. If you're excited about that number, 30,000 people, if you're excited, hit the thumbs up button right now. And if you have taken one of my classes, hit the comment below with what you thought of the class so that you can let other people know. Our method that we've developed over 30,000 students is a completely new method. Sean says, do you have to be present to win the AR-15? The answer is no, you do not have to be present. A lot of people are doing mail-in orders. Just call Florida Gun Supply tomorrow and we'll get you ordered. And Billy New from Homosassa missed first half of the show. You can catch it up later. So 30,000 people over the last 6 years of training, and we've developed a method that is very unusual, a method that allows new shooters to come and use firearms. Now, the way that we see firearm training, we see it as a journey, right? Imagine a funnel, and everybody that has no firearm experience, they're at the top of the funnel. And where they want to be in their firearm training is at the bottom of the funnel. The journey is the process between where they are today and where they want to be. And we are committed to walking that journey with them. So we have developed a method that is so perfect, that is so safe, that even a 9-year-old, without ever firing any rounds before, can do it. Take a look. This is just a quick, unedited clip that we took from the range this weekend. Peyton. No. Is it Peyton? Yeah. Hey, Peyton. How old are you? All right. Ready when you are. Thumbs up for teaching kids about guns, guys. If you support teaching kids about guns at an early age, hit the thumbs up button right now. Absolutely outstanding. Heather Lynn says this was great. Jeff says not liberal proof, Andy. This is just something that we can do to help inspire our kids and motivate them. When kids have a positive outlet for their energy, when they see adults around them doing responsible and very good things, they naturally want to take part. Now, there's a very big difference in the firearm industry. There's a lot of people in the firearm industry that get their license to carry and get their license to teach, and that's pretty much where they go with it. Bill says, important to teach kids proper gun safety at an early age, especially if you have guns in the home. Sarah says, working with Cub Scouts and BB guns, safety first. And Tim says, very nice, Peyton. Brian says, that's awesome, kid. Brandon Pennington says, nice. So there's a big problem in the firearm industry, that the firearm industry is owned by all of these people that are not like you and I. They're people that are angry and condescending, and they get into guns because the gun makes them feel macho and cool and excited and powerful. And that's not what I want to do in the firearm industry. What I want to do is I want to arm and train as many people as I have to make Central Florida the safest place in America to live. And if enough people unite together to get armed, get trained, and carry daily, we can do that. That's why Florida Gun Supply does what it does. Mike Wilson says, the wife needs to take the class. Do you have a Saturday class? Yes, we do. You can find out all the information at www.freecarryclass.com. You can take a look at all of that right now, www.freecarryclass.com. But there's a big difference because there's a lot of people that they build a little dirt mound and they become an instructor and they teach some people, but it's more about rolling around in the dirt than it is about firearm safety. And that's why we have developed our method that is so perfect that even a 9-year-old can learn it with no firearm experience at all. Recently, somebody submitted a video to me that of another firearm trainer apparently doing some drills out in the woods, and they wanted me to comment on the difference between our firearm training and theirs. So this is my critique of a video. I title this one, "The Difference Between Running Around with Guns in the Woods and Actual Firearm Training." Hit the thumbs up button right now. This is exciting.
Hi guys, this is Andy with Florida Gun Supply, and I'm here to do a quick video about the difference between real firearms training and running around in the woods with guns. One of our supporters on Facebook recently sent me this video to ask my opinion on this type of training versus the type of training that Florida Gun Supply does, and here's our response.
Now, the video starts out innocently enough, with roosters and goats making noise and a couple of guys running around in the woods with guns. Now, I'm told the guy in the gray shirt is actually a firearms instructor, which it shows, because in this area, he's keeping his gun pointed in a safe direction, and it looks like he's hitting his target.
But wait, there's more. Watch what this guy does next.
So now we move on to playing with guns in a truck. The shaky camera means that a tripod isn't being used and that an actual person is holding the camera. Now watch this. Whoa! Did you see that?
Oh my gosh, if I was that cameraman, I would have been like... But wait, there's more. Watch what this guy does next.
So here we are back to the instructor's how-to video, and take a look at what happens.
So there you have it. There's a big difference between being trained by guys who run around in the woods with guns and being trained in a safe, supportive, and challenging learning environment. If you enjoyed this video, please share it and then enter to win our free gun that we give away every single month at www.floridagunsupply.com. This is Andy with Florida Gun Supply, and my message is to get armed, get trained, carry daily, and long live the Republic.
So there you have it, guys. This is just some instructor in the middle of the woods somewhere that's running around and playing with guns in the woods. And unfortunately, that is not the way that we operate. For instance, when you're getting out of a vehicle, if you're shooting at somebody on the other side of the vehicle, it does not behoove you to take your firearm away from the guy you're pointing at, turn it completely around, and then re-engage. Keep your gun on that person as you get out of the vehicle and then progress to the back. But these are not things that you're going to find at Florida Gun Supply anyway, because we will never, as civilians, be up against people where we're shooting out of vehicles and running and diving for cover and in long battles. Last year in America, over 900,000 Americans used handguns to lawfully defend human life. 86% of the time, the situation was over from start to finish in less than 2 seconds flat. So however, wherever, and whatever you carry, however, wherever, and whatever, you must be able to draw and fire in less than 2 seconds flat. And that's what we need to practice today. Lindsay Renard is laughing at that. Good to see you on here. Bob Oliver, Tim Farrell says run for cover. And Don Dameron says, wow. Mike Wilson says, oh, we already got to Mike Wilson's comment here. John Price says, can you recommend a hotel for folks traveling to your class? Absolutely. There's a couple to choose from, but the Central Motel seems to be very affordable, especially if you let them know that Florida Gun Supply sent you. They should be able to give you a little bit of a discount, and they're not far from Florida Gun Supply either. Ethan Daniel says, where can someone get a list of all the concealed carry laws for all 50 states? That's a really good question. Again, Ethan Daniels, where can someone get a list of all the concealed carry laws for all 50 states? Very important question. You can find a good, accurate list of all the concealed carry laws for all 50 states at www.handgunlaw.us. That's www.handgunlaw.us, not .com, not .net, .us. Jessica Beagle says, what did I miss? You're going to have to go back and watch. We had people laughing. And again, that's handgunlaw.us. Buddy James Bush, can my 15-year-old daughter take your class? Buddy, we want to let you know that you are welcome to bring any age to any of the classes that we teach that you feel comfortable. We don't have an age limit on anything we do here at Florida Gun Supply because we want to help the entire family become safe, not to protect a threat right now, but to make sure that the curiosity is not there. Brian says shot timers at the bowling pin shoot. That might be a good idea. And Gary Yeager, Jeremy Baldwin, Peace Walker, Kathy Phillips all took the concealed carry class and had good things to say as well. Brian says, Andy, I'm glad you never swiped me with a loaded firearm, man. Yeah, I wouldn't want to, do that at all. Now, one of the things that we do is our bowling pin shoot. Thanks for bringing that up tonight. Is our bowling pin shoot every other Saturday. And I've got some words from the last bowling pin shoot. Take a look at our promo. Hit the thumbs up button if you love to shoot recreationally. Take a look. The goal of bowling pin shooting is to create a fun, competitive, and practical shooting experience that will sharpen your handgun skills under pressure. But everybody can expect an event that will improve your skills in the company of fellow shooters who are supportive. We want you to find out more at www.shootingteams.com. JD Daniel says, what states are the pin shoots in? Right now, we only have pin shoots here in Inverness, Florida. Sorry, when Carissa told me that people took our class, what she meant was they get free stickers for watching our show and taking our class. So that's Gary Yeager, Jeremy Baldwin, Peace Walker, Kathy Phillips. Please send an email to Carissa@FloridaGunsupply.com, and you will be able to take a look at that. So our bowling pin shoot every other weekend is growing exponentially, and we are having a great time. The one thing that it's really good at is enhancing your reaction time and being able to shoot on the fly. Take a look at what happens when you have really good reflexes. over in Brazil again, where pretty much only the criminals and the undercover cops have guns. Take a look at what happens. A bad guy comes up holding a gun, and the cop is able to interact and intervene. Take a look. He's sitting over here fiddling with his gun, and then he draws down on the unsuspecting cop, but the cop is way faster than he was. That is trained. That is practicing. That is absolutely carrying on a daily basis. If you support getting armed, getting trained, and carrying daily, hit the thumbs up button right now, because I am very excited to tell you about the newest member here at Florida Gun Supply, the newest person that is going to be starting with Florida Gun Supply in January. But before I get there, take a look at our AR-15 build class that we just had yesterday. Awesome. Yesterday, our AR-15 build class was amazing. We had a mother and her son. We had a guy fly all the way from Texas, stay in a hotel Saturday night, take our class Saturday morning, and then fly home Sunday night. If you are excited about that, hit the thumbs up button right now. I don't have the video for that prepared just yet. I was working on the Tubby Tacticool video all day, but I am very excited about that. 5 people left here with brand new AR-15s that they built, but they didn't just get a gun. They got confidence. They got an enhanced awareness of the product and how to fix it. They received much more than just a firearm. They received amazing skills and tools that they will apply for the rest of their life. And for $750, you cannot beat that. Byron says, where in Florida? Our place is in Inverness, Florida. Brian Sharp says, Andy, when you get tired of that Dodge, you can drive it to where we do a tactical shoot from it. Carissa says, John, we are putting her to work. So I want to tell you guys a story, and this story is absolutely insane. This is wild. I am from a place in Massachusetts called Worcester, Massachusetts. I actually dropped out of high school up there, and for a series of reasons, I got a job as an instructor, teaching at-risk youth ages 18 to 21 how to build computers, build resumes, get a job, get into secondary education. At the end of the year, I had 87% success rate with my students because I really had an interest in helping these young people take the next step in their lives, and that was the highest in the state. Now, the government came in and they canceled the program because the facility that we're using was charging way too much for rent. So they withdrew the funding. So the company that I was working for gave me a choice to be transferred to New York, Florida, Ohio, and California. New York was too expensive. California was too far. Who wants to live in Ohio? Sorry, Novotny brothers. And so I chose Florida. So they transferred me down to Florida, and I quickly started the program, the same program that I was running in Massachusetts, in Florida. I hired an assistant named Leslie to help build this program. This is a picture of Leslie and I having lunch just the other weekend. Now, through basically from there, I took off for a year in Scotland and came back to Florida and so on and so forth. But Leslie and I had a great working experience. We were not just coworkers, we were friends. And she was doing a wonderful, wonderful job at that organization, creating it. If you like this story, hit the thumbs up button right now, because through a variety of random acts of the universe, Leslie will be moving to a home in Inverness, Florida, at the end of the month, and she will be joining the Florida Gun Supply team as our newest member. This is somebody who has known me for over 10 years and still likes me. If you're excited about that, hit the thumbs up button right now. And everybody down below, she has accepted our job offer. I am so excited. She's taking a huge pay cut to come up here and help out this Second Amendment movement, but it is a movement designed to actually transform lives. People like Brian Sharp of the world that have had to use their gun in self-defense, people out there that we are affecting their lives for positive, and Leslie is joining this team to make America a better, safer place to live. Hit the thumbs up button right now, and please thank Leslie and support Leslie and write congratulations below for Leslie joining this team, because when you join the Florida Gun Supply team, it's not just a job, it's a movement of Second Amendment patriots. But with that movement comes the haters, the people who don't like us, the people that want to tear us apart, the people that want us to stop selling guns and stop training people, and the people that are jealous that we do a better job than them. And so it's not just that we are starting a new job. It's that she is going to be on the front lines of a very aggressive campaign to make this country a better, safer place to live. And I am so excited about her being part of the team so she can make a change. And this is why.
The movement of Florida Gun Supply is to arm and train as many people as we can so that now will be a safer America to live in, but the America that our children and our grandchildren live in will be safer.
Awesome, Leslie. So excited to have you part of the team here at Florida Gun Supply. I cannot wait to be working with you again. Go easy with me. I am a little bit slower in my older age. I will try to do my best to keep up with your awesome energy and super genius intelligence. Guys, this is, I want to talk to you about a situation that USA Today just published. There was an article about Black Friday having 200,000 guns sold across the United States, and then USA Today comes back and says, feds issue 4,000 orders to seize guns from people who failed background checks. Again, feds issue 4,000 orders to seize guns from people who failed background checks. This is fake news at its best, and here is why. Yes, the federal government did issue 4,000 orders to seize guns from people who failed background checks, but it's not what you think. So those people who are out there thinking the government is coming for your guns, it's not. And those people who are thinking that the government has allowed guns to be sold to people that that are not allowed to it, it hasn't happened as well. It is inciting to both groups of people. The pro-gun people are thinking that the government is coming for your guns, and the anti-gun people are thinking that 4,000 guns were sold to criminals and people with violence past. This is not the truth. What the truth is this. When you do a background check with Florida Gun Supply or any other company on the planet, the federal government has 3 days to come back and tell you if you are approved or not approved. Now, if they need some more time, they give you what's called a conditional non-approval. That means you may not be approved, but we're not sure. It's definitely not a denial. Anybody with violent crimes or anything like that is an automatic denial. But what they're saying is look, our 3 days that we've got to come back and answer you, we're not going to be able to operate in that amount of time. So we need 6 days to respond. And the government then is on a hard deadline to respond in 6 days. If they have not sorted through the paperwork after 6 days, the gun dealer has a choice. Do we want to release the firearm to that person, or do we want to not release the firearm to that person and keep the gun with us? Typically, Florida Gun Supply's policy is not to release the gun. I mean, unless they're a person that we've done business with before and we really like them, if we get a conditional non-approval, typically we're going to deny the sale. And it happens all the time. A person will get a conditional non-approval, the state doesn't respond, so we go ahead and deny the sale out of an abundance of caution. But a lot of gun stores release them. And when you release the gun, you are required to let the person know that the government had 6 days to respond. They didn't meet their timeline. So if for some reason they cannot own this firearm, the government's going to be knocking on their door and taking those guns back. So the USA Today is publishing an article as if it's news, saying the feds issue 4,000 orders to seize guns from people who failed background checks. This is not news. This is not new. This is what's been happening for a long time. This is not alarming. This is not dangerous. This is not ridiculous. This is not news. This is what happens because the government has a timeline, and they have a timeline to protect people like you and I from purchasing guns and getting confused with other people. It only takes 3 pieces of information to match: your name, your date of birth, and the state where you live in, for you to be mixed up with somebody who's a felon, somebody who's violent, somebody who shouldn't own a gun, and you should not pay the penalty for somebody else's mistakes. That's why we have 6 days to respond. So if you're angry about the USA Today publishing an article that is just absolutely fake news, hit the anger button on Facebook right now. And on YouTube, write angry, because I am angry. Bill says, I've only heard of one. He failed a NICS check. He got his due to the Brady Act, and they called him and they asked for it back. Typical sensational media is what John Price says. Everybody on Facebook is hitting that anger button right now, and I am pretty angry about that. Now, this is the final thing that I have for you tonight. This is our throwback. Okay, our throwback. Our YouTube channel had been deleted from YouTube, and we lost a lot of our content. But I found this video. I re-uploaded on YouTube today. It's coming to Facebook tomorrow. I can't wait to show you. A lot of you guys haven't seen this video just yet. This is an not older, but a much younger version of me in a previous life. And take a look at what we did. We linked up with the Enfield Rifle Company to test out their Merc 415. We said if we break it, we buy it. They said you probably won't be able to break it. So we took that challenge and hooked up with our friends from Heli Aviation down in Sarasota and said, come on up guys, let's have some fun.
The helicopter. All I saw was springs and pieces going everywhere, and my only thought was, crap, he's gonna make me call him.
What happened was when it landed, there was actually enough pressure to pull down on the magazine, enough for that detent to lower, for the butt plate to come off of the magazine, and the follower along with the spring to come out of that.
Here we go, 20 rounds. We have not cleaned this gun at all. Oh. Functioned perfectly with 20 rounds after being dropped out of a helicopter. Let's see what else we do to it. When that explosion went off, it was bigger than any of us expected. I had neighbors calling me very angry about the explosion. But not even that explosion could hurt any of this Magpul furniture. There's not a scratch on this gun.
We just blew this up. Let's hope it doesn't do the same to me. Clear. The Merc 415 it's an upscale entry rifle.
The one thing I find most fantastic about Enfield Rifle Company is that they actually have one armorer that builds the entire rifle.
It comes out of the box fully equipped with Magpul. It's 100% made in the USA. You obviously can't kill it.
So after blowing it up, we tried to also run it over, try to get most of the pressure on the barrel and also on the handguard, and the barrel did not bend, and also the handguard didn't even crack. With the two-piece handguard, nothing came apart, no little pieces or anything like that. It stood up and it went through some more rounds. Clear.
We highly recommend this gun and any other product from our friends at Enfield Rifle Company. You can pick yours up today at floridagunsupply.com. And another special thanks to our friends at Heli Aviation. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.
Now, just as a quick hint, we are working on another helicopter video. Hit the thumbs up button right now if you're excited about that, because I am very excited about it. We have teamed up with a company. I'm not going to tell you who, but we are working on another helicopter video and having a helicopter land at Florida Gun Supply, bringing us up to about 200 feet and doing some more stuff. If you're excited about another helicopter video, hit the thumbs up button right now, because that is going to be awesome. Sandra Burnett says, I remember this one. Nice. JD Daniel says, yeah, because it was a bad mag. The gun is still fine. Guys, we have gotten in our Florida Gun Supply range bags. Take a look at this. It's hard to show it on the video, but our range bags right now, we've got 5 kits left, which comes with the Florida Gun Supply mug, a big sticker that's $5 of value, and the range bag as well. You can pick up the range bag at floridagunsupply.com. The kit, we've only got 5 kits left. This whole package has $55 or $60 worth of products, and you can become an exclusive range bag carrier for just $37 right now at FloridaGunSupply.com. Look at the sale prices right there. This is the portion of the show where we ask any questions that you might have. What sort of questions do we have here? We've got a comment here from Todd that says, after a Virginia fiasco, it took me 2 years to get my Second Amendment rights reestablished. I'm a happy legal daily carrier right now, but I'm happy that my first federal background was done properly so I could turn in my court documents that corrected the issue. The system works. What a great comment. Because of that comment, I want to give you a free sticker. Send an email to Carissa at FloridaGunSupply.com. Thank you for taking the time to share that and actually talk about the NIC system there. It's a great system to be having. Jim says, when are we doing the milk and cookies giveaway? I guess we would need to find a way to ship some cookies throughout the United States. Guys, I thank you so much for joining. Just another night here at Florida Gun Supply. I am doing my best to publish new videos live with you. So if we produce a new production video that we spend some time on, I want to show you guys first so you can be part of it. Bob says, how long is the AR-15 build class? Yesterday it started about 10. It was done about 3 o'clock. And Heatherland says, range bag carrier, ha ha ha, love it. Sierra McGowan says, what would you do to teach 8 and 9-year-old? They shoot their BB guns, but I cannot get them to shoot any other guns. It may be an issue that they just need to get started and comfortable, but don't push them. We don't want to make guns into something that they're not, which is scary and intimidating, but we also want them to have a natural fear. But I would never start a kid without firearms, in firearm world, without starting them on Nerf guns or BB gun, not even BB guns, something without a projectile that harms you first. Teach them how to keep their finger off the trigger with a squirt gun. Teach them how to keep their finger off the trigger and the gun pointed in a safe direction with a laser gun before you use a BB gun or a real gun. And once they have proven that they can handle those responsibilities, that's when it's time to go to a BB gun as well. Lisa Taylor says, thanks for your time. I'm really enjoying saving lives. I really enjoy you joining here. Peace Walker says, are you still selling tickets for the AR for Special Olympics? Yes. We will be open tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call the store. We'll sell you tickets over the phone. You do not have to be present to enter, and we can mail them out to you. Brian says, now I can finish cleaning my guns. You got dirty. Don says, I'm in Indiana. My question is, they recently knocked down one of Obama's rulings for those on Social Security, saying that they could not have a gun if they're on Social Security. Do you think this could ever happen in the future? What we're going to see in the gun world is a mass attack. They're going to whittle away at our rights. They can't come in overnight and take our rights. It's going to be a slow fade. So yes, issues like this will eventually cause havoc. One of the biggest issues that we're seeing is marijuana. If you tell me that you've got a medical marijuana card, I am legally required to deny you a sale. If you come into Florida Gun Supply talking about your medical marijuana card, you will not be able to buy a gun from us. Buddy James Bush says, what class should I start my 15-year-old granddaughter to take, my 15-year-old daughter to take first? I would join our freecarryclass.com class. It's a 3-hour safety class to give you the basic fundamental foundation to turn your 15-year-old into Peyton. Take a look. Peyton. No. Is it Peyton? Yeah. Hey, Peyton. How old are you? All right, ready when you are. Peyton is 9 years old. Hit the thumbs up button right now if you're excited about this. I love that we can train 9-year-old kids to get armed and get trained rather. It is a blessing that they can follow instructions and do it if we give them the time. Cassandra Martin says, our boys 5 and 6 have been shooting Nerf guns for a while. They both asked us to go see Andy. We'll be up for a visit soon. Thank you. Make sure that you guys call ahead and make sure I'm here. I can't wait to meet you. Guys, I appreciate you joining up. This is our Second Amendment show, not just to come online and talk about other instructors' bad training methods or, to unite the company. JD Daniels gets a sticker as well. Send an email to Chris at Florida Gun Supply with your address. But this is a way that we can come together and build unity. Inspire others to take action. Motivate this country to use the tools and the rights that we have allotted to us to help this country solve this problem of violent crime. It takes you and I coming together to get armed, get trained, and carry daily to make America the safest place on this planet to live. This is Andy with Florida Gun Supply. As always, our message is get armed, get trained, carry daily. Long live the Republic. And share this video. I guess that's all I got. Good night. That's it. Microphone is muted. We are good to go. Oh, nice. I didn't show off any guns tonight. John Price was bothering the heck out of me. I kept seeing his comments come in and just kept distracting me. I didn't show any guns, you know?
Another man was distracting you.
Yeah, exactly. It was just, John Price is just so annoying.
I can't wait for him to come down here and fly his helicopter. He should fly his helicopter all the way down here.
He doesn't have a helicopter. He's not a helicopter. You know what? If John Price really has a helicopter license, he should totally send you a picture of his helicopter.
Anybody can Google search a picture of a helicopter.
Peace Walker. I like that name. Oh my gosh. If I have a kid, I'm going to name it Peace Walker Hallinan. Peace Walker Hallinan. You are a Peace Walker. Oh my gosh. I love that name. I'm so excited to have another kid.
You better not have any more kids. There's too many that run around here.
I'm going to have a bunch more. I'm going to reproduce like...
So, you should not. So this J.D. Daniels guy...
J.D. Jack
asking,
Daniels, I think is what it is.
He keeps asking, what is this sticker? What is this
Buddy
sticker?
Bush, I love that name.
I can only imagine that this guy had no childhood. He doesn't know what a sticker is.
He doesn't... J.D. Daniel doesn't know what a sticker is?
No. It's very confusing.
Wild.
Right?
Wild. Yeah, that's very odd. Maybe we should let him know that stickers are things that stick.
He says that his son's name is Ruger.
Oh
my gosh.
Ruger
and
Daniel.
Baby Ruger gets a little sticker.
I'm going to name my kids Smith & Wesson. Oh, that's funny. Buddy Bush. I love that name. BB. Jessica Beagle. That's a dog.
Yes.
Beagle. That's like the hot dog, right?
And the other guy, Jaeger, he took our class.
John Price Iv. We've got 2 John Prices in there.
What do you mean?
There's 2 John Prices. There's John Price and John Price Iv.
Where is this John Price Iv?
I just saw the comment come through.
John Prince. It's
Prince. I get
The
confused.
4th. That's who I was telling you about.
Iv.
John Prince the 4th.
John
He's like
Prince.
a king or a prince.
Look at this name. Heatherlyn Sturgis.
Sturgises.
Sturgis. Jessica Lorraine. Huh. Lorraine. I like Lorraine. That's a good name.
Beagle. Her name that's her. It's not even spelled right.
Brian Sharp.
Lorraine isn't even spelled right. It's spelled more awesomer.
Jason Dan Walker.
Brian
Walker and
Sharp
Texas Ranger. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm going to name my kids Smith, Wesson, Walker, Texas Ranger. Hallinan.
You're going to get your kids taken away from you because apparently you're a crazy psycho.
All right. Hot mic is over. Good night, guys. Get armed, get trained, carry daily. Along with the Republic. And